Hi guys, it's me, Salagi. I just woke up and I'm trying to get my coffee in. But I just wanted to update you guys, and I don't think I got notifications last night, which is very strange and I wish I had. But the Pyrite fire is updated to 150 acres. And it says there's no containment, but when the little fire symbol starts to not be so big, I think that means it's starting to go out. I know I don't like things to be so vague like that. I like shortcut information. But that's just not what it appears like. Maybe they're gonna update it. I think they usually update it at about 6 o'clock in the morning. So we're almost there, and if it looks like I need to make another video, I will. But here's the picture from last night. Now this is the Pyrite fire in Rancho Cucamonga area. It started at 5 acres, jumped to 15 real quick, and then all of a sudden it was at 45, and now this morning it's 150. And this is not a very good area to have 150 acre fire. However, it is just a quarry. So we talked about that last night, that it's a pyrite quarry, and that's why they named it the Pyrite fire. I didn't expect it to jump 150, but I'm assuming because it is a quarry, they're not concerned like putting it out where it's at the moment. So I'm just assuming that they might be kind of letting it burn itself out. And we also discussed how it's on a road. I don't know if any of these are homes. They appear to be, they could be homes, but very small amount of structures in this area. So whatever it is that's burning, I feel like it's got to be, in my opinion, I feel like it could be just like a vehicle. Now here's the parking lot for this well, I think this is a junkyard. It says pick apart in Riverside, so this must be the junkyard where you can go get your car parts and stuff. But on the other side, I believe, is the parking lot for the pyrite mine. So, or the quarry. So I just think that it could have been started by a vehicle, especially since now we know there's a pick apart junkyard nearby. So just in my wild imagination, I'm picturing someone, they got a part from the junkyard, maybe they're driving down the road, they put the part on, or maybe the part didn't get put on yet and it's still broken and it just caused a fire. I don't know. It's just my wild imagination. But nevertheless, it's up to 150 acres in this little mountain quarry area. So it really is kind of enclosed in with civilization. But they have not issued any kind of They have not issued any kind of evacuations, as far as I know, as far as I can see here. Now that could change at 6 o'clock when they update this app. So if they do update it, if I'm right about that time frame, then I will get back on here and let you guys know what the update is. And let's see if we can see. Let's try to view it from early morning. And I do see a lot of smoke in the area. Very hazy. I would say mostly hazy because of the smoke, and not so much like a burn off from the ocean. It happens sometimes, but not all the time. So, early hazy morning. And that's it for that camera. Let's see about this one. I don't know why this vantage point reminds me of New Mexico. It just kind of looks like it. And this one it's gonna go in a circle. So there's no real indication from this vantage point of a fire, but that might be a good thing. It might just be suggesting that the fire is fizzling out. And it does look like it's from here. They kind of make the fire emblem look a little dimmer. And let's check out this one that we checked out yesterday. It looks the same. It has not grown. And remember, this one's hard to see because it doesn't seem like it's going to show up, which is a good thing. We don't want the fire to show up. Hopefully it is on its way out. And that area is pretty hazy too. And that's the Central Valley, where there's the 80,000 acre fire over here called the, what was that, I wonder? Power outage in the middle of the desert? Okay. So that one was called the Fume Fire. Where did it go? Right there. Or the Flume Fire. This one is sitting at about 80,602. 35% containment, which is wonderful. There is an evacuation order still in place, as to be expected, and evacuation warning for San Luis Obispo County and Santa Barbara County. Because this fire is so big, it's spanning 2 counties. And also Kern County, I believe, is affected. So beware if you are in any of those counties. You probably already know, as this thing is huge. And that's about it. It's just, it kind of looks like the upper left-hand corner, there's a branch that took off, but I don't know if the map will actually show that. But let's go ahead and see what we can see, if there's any possible way to see it. And it might be just, I think in these areas where the cameras are at, I think it has burned itself out, and it's just working on the rest of this area. I think it moved down south a little bit, and you can see the haze, but it's, at this point, I figure there's not a lot of fuel for it to continue. That's not to say that it can't continue, but I do believe that at some point it will burn itself out in this area. And I'm surprised that it's still going on. And I think we did discuss the many reasons why it could still be burning, and not good reasons. Like one reason could be geothermal activity, which I doubt that this area would have it, but you never know, because we do see there's not really any like oasis type pockets in these mountains, but there is still greenery, which leads me to believe there could be some underground spring or something of that nature. And we did talk about how the Sierra Madre Mountains, or the Sequoia National Park, there's a lot of geothermal activity in these mountains, and all you have to do is zoom in and you'll see the little pockmarked pools. There's just pools everywhere. These are little hot pools, and in my opinion, that's the same as a vent, like an off-gassing vent. And that's it. I just wanted to update you guys on these fires in the area. And it appears that the two biggest fires in Southern California is the Madre and the Flume fires. So it also seems as though some of these Northern California fires, I did learn yesterday that these are some of them are cultural burns. Now, if you never heard of a cultural burn, you're not alone, because I just learned about it yesterday. So I think they were saying this Helena fire is a cultural burn. And what that means is the native tribe in the area is they're doing, I think it's an ancient form of fire control that they know about, and they're implementing that in their area so that they can sort of combat the dry brush, which this is Siskiyou County, and you can see the green everywhere. Well, it doesn't stay green. Around about this time is when everything starts to dry out. Not everything, but the grasses and the annual bushes that really don't last the whole year long. So, and we also know that this area does have what we would call sort of dormant volcanoes, but I really feel, in my own opinion, that there's no such thing. Even with a solidified lava vent, lava's hot and it melts rocks, so there's really nothing to stop it from melting and reopening an ancient lava vent. So I keep my options open in that area, because you just never know. Fire, lava, anything like that, unpredictable. Humans can't. We don't know it all, that's all. We're not that smart. We're pretty smart, but we're not that smart. We know a lot, but we also know enough to know that we don't know everything. So, I mean, it's kind of hard for me to believe that these fires are being started by humans going around just lighting fires all over the place. I mean, what human would do that? You'd have to be stupid. But there are people out there that are pretty stupid, so I guess, without trying to be mean or anything, I just want to let you know that that's a possibility, unfortunately. And we know that there are people that are being paid to do really nefarious things to hurt us as Americans, because they feel like we don't have the right to make our own rules for our own country. And It's just kind of crazy. I wish there was a way we could just like make them understand, but there's just not. Because ignorance truly is a disease, is a choice, but it's a disease. It's kind of like alcoholism. It's a choice, but it's a disease. So, anyways, enough of my rant. I just wanted to bring you this update, and it's still early and I still need coffee, so I think I probably better do that. Alright guys, have a wonderful morning, and if this fire updates, I will bring it to you. The Pyrite fire still at 150 acres, and I'll be signing out right now, and if it updates, I'll come back and let you guys know what they say. Alright guys, have a wonderful morning. Bye-bye.